Hello everyone, in the next video from Flashpoint campaign Summer Storm, and today we are starting another scenario which is called Quietly Flows the Donau, and looks like that's the last small and very small scenario. So let's do that. Let's see, we are starting at 0800, so a bit earlier than before during Lesson of War scenario. The date is very similar. This is July 21st, 1989. And now the basic information about the scenario. This is a 4-hour scenario on the Eiterhofen map. The scenario has a total of approximately 47 units. I believe the same number as in case of, no, in the case of Lesson of War it was 30. Hunting in the Woods 49. Okay, so as in Hunting in the Woods, very similar. 47 units combined between the 80s West German. Okay, so again we are playing as West German. Well, that's fine. Versus 80s Czechoslovakia forces. Last time we encountered Czechoslovakians, it didn't work well for us. But that's fine. We'll fix it this time. I hope so. I don't know. Now, scenario description. Quietly flows the Donau, 21st July 1989, 0800, east of Straubing, Germany. Straubing? I think it's Straubing. Germany, West German versus Czechoslovakian forces. On the Bavarian east, the warhead. On the Bavarian east, the warhead. Okay. Oh, there is okay. Once again, on the Bavarian is the warhead so far been slow in developing. The Czechoslovakian forces had been split from the first hour, with the 2nd Motorized Rifle Division taking a northwest route that would eventually lead to Amberg. Meanwhile, the 15th Motorized Rifle Division took a more southwest route aimed at Munich. Their hope was that the dual-pronged advance would split the already dispersed NATO defenses. The West German 11th Panzergrenadier Brigade had control of the area and for the first day of the offensive had been able to hold the line with minor issues. The fact that it was close to its higher HQ had helped in coordinating the defense under the heavy electronic warfare blanket laid down by the Czechoslovakians. On the Czechoslovakian side, the 2nd Motorized Rifle Division had a slow start. Even though it had no real opposition until it got closer to the Donau, its HQ was concerned with keeping their northern flank connected with the 19th Motorized Rifle Division. That meant that there was a significant dispersal of assets and efforts. In spite of this, the fact that they advanced against very light opposition meant that their forward groups were in sight of the Donau by the morning of the second day. The Czechoslovakian plan was to deploy the main body after they secured crossings by coup de main. Coup de main. Unfortunately, uh, if you are wondering what does it mean, it's the usually surprised and uh, bold. I think bold is a proper term, or aggressive attack by the armed forces. Unfortunately, NATO's continuous dispute of the air made any attempt at helicopter operations extremely hazardous. Meanwhile, one Panzer Grenadier battalion kept trying to exploit the gap between the two Czechoslovakian divisions, while another battalion had set up defensive positions around the area of their intended crossing. The 2nd Motorized Rifle Division was brought to a halt by a combination of their extreme caution and NATO's aggression. As with many things in war, it was a totally unforeseen event that turned the tide. The bridge at Stepan Posching did not collapse totally when detonated and remained usable. As a demolition team was dispatched to the site, the Czechoslovakians saw the opportunity they had hoped for. The 2nd Motorized Rifle Division, finding that they may have in their hands an assault crossing, started to move towards their crossing assets and engineering support towards this side. They were now ready to take full opportunity of it, and a battle quickly ensued as a forward group of the 2nd Motorized Rifle Division battled it out with a detachment of the 111th Panzergrenadier Battalion for possession of the crossing area. And that would be it for a scenario description. Let's proceed. A computer opponent, you will be player 1, NATO commander, battle planning options, random selection, as always. Difficulty, Ronard, yes indeed. Let's jump to the scenario. Lieutenant Colonel, Panzer Grenadier Battalion 111 announcement. Lieutenant Colonel Goiter Sloch, welcome to the quietly flows the Donau scenario. You are commanding NATO forces and have 4 hours to accomplish the mission described in your scenario briefing. Your forces are composed of 7 groups of units, extensive descriptions of which are found in the operations, personnel and logistics and fire support staff reports. Information about the opposing forces are available from the Intel staff report. You may now drag and drop your starting units into any group setup hex, subject to the usual stacking limits. You are responsible for a total of 1 recce, whoa, that's a difference, 13 tanks, which is a company, 24 APCs, 18 infantry, 12 self-propelled anti-tank, 8 HQ, 2 engineering, 2 air defense, 6 RT, and 17 utility subunits worth 3,626 victory points. Remember, these assets are all but irreplaceable, as always. And annotation, any engineered obstacles, we have 2 of them, improved positions 0 or minefields 9, have been placed by the scenario designer and may not be moved by you. Okay, so we cannot move probably those minefields and obstacles over here. Okay, it's good to know. Also, we have some minefields over here. Okay, let's proceed then. And what we can see on the map, I will move it to the right, the Panzer Grenadier Battalion log for now. And let's see, this is a gigantic open field south of Donau. Dear God, this is huge. This is absolutely massive area. And that's an open field. Here we have Straubing, Ost, okay. This is quite large urban area over here. And we have Donau in the center, and you can see that it's pretty wide river, no doubt. So that makes a small difference this time, because you can see that we need 2 bridges actually to cross it. Okay. So that's how it looks like. Where are our victory points? Our victory points are down here. Oh, I cannot see it. Okay, we have 1 victory point over here. Have no clue what's that. It's the Stephan Sposhing. Have no clue how to pronounce it properly. Okay, so we have 1 victory here, victory point here, worth 300 points. Then we have another victory point, worth 500 points, and that's close to Rottenman, and that's a junction of B8 highway and Deck 13 road. Okay, so good to know. And we have 1 small victory point here in Straßkirchen. It's only 25 points. And next we have plenty of defenses and some units. It's a full mechanized infantry company placed over here. Interesting. What other assets we have? Here we have... Wait a second, that's a... It's not a section. It's misleading. It's a single tank. Why is it called section? I think for it should be 2 dashes to call it a section, not 1. Okay, so that's a single tank. That's not an HQ tank, just a single tank. Okay, quite interesting, I would say. Or actually, no, this is HQ. Okay, where's German tank HQ? Okay, it's not marked as an HQ because it doesn't have command vehicle, So it's just the Leopard 1A5. Interesting. Okay. And then we have, of course, tank platoon. One tank platoon. So that's the first tank platoon. That's the third one. Another four Leo 1A5. And we have one more somewhere. Okay, here. That's another tank platoon. Okay, what else? We have where it is. We have some HQ, so we have boom. That's a mechanized infantry. Okay, this is slightly different. So we have comparing with the mechanized infantry platoon from Lesson of War scenario. So here we have three martyrs as previously. Each one has Milan, and that's a Milan 1 though, so that's not a Milan 2, fortunately. Is there a huge difference? Okay, its range is lower. It's only 2 kilometers maximum. Okay, yeah, for Milan 2, it's the greater value as far as I remember. Something above 3 kilometers, almost 4, as I guess. I don't remember exactly. Okay, so yeah, now we have only 2 kilometers, which is 4 hexes. Then we have also two Panzer Grenadiers, both team equipped with three Panzerfaust 44, 44, and each of those Panzerfausts has 2 rounds. And then we have one additional 80 GM team, and they are also equipped with Milan 1, which has 3 rounds only. So that's not too much. And I think we have 3 platoons of the same type. They are just a copy of them, copy of the first one. Of course, the game doesn't want to help me. I clicked on that unit. Thank you. Yeah. So at least for the second company, they are exactly the same. Then we have the third company, and let's see what they have. Okay, that's exactly the same type of platoon, type of company. Okay, uh, it's the same for the third platoon. Yeah, indeed. Then we have the fourth company. Let's take a look at them. And the fourth company is mechanized one. So that's a tank company. Okay, and each of the platoons composed of 4 Leopards 1A5. And next we have, I have no clue what does it mean. PZJGKP. Is it a Panzerjäger? Hmm, no clue. Maybe. That's a Rak Jagdpanzer. Jagdpanzer 2. And this is equipped with, this is self-propelled anti-tank, okay? This is equipped with SS-11 and 40 rounds of them. Let me take a look at that. Weapons. Anti-tank guided missile. Okay, so that's an 80 GM. Interesting. And it has 3 kilometers range. Slow fire rate. MC loss guidance. Operator guidance required. Wire guided missile like TOWs. Okay. And 40 rounds. Heat. Okay. And also 2 MG3s. Yeah, so this is lightly armored vehicle equipped with a ATGM launcher on top. Okay, fair enough. Weapons, sensors, platform. Yeah, you can see that it's lightly armored. Front is only 9. Okay, and how many of them we have? We have 3 platoons. I guess so. Yeah, well, that's plenty of rounds available. The thing is that they don't have a massive, well, 3 kilometers range. This is decent enough. Not perfect, but decent. Let's see, third platoon. It's exactly the same, and we have also FLA. Okay, that's a flak regiment, so anti-air, and it's equipped with one Gepard A1, which is equipped with 35 millimeter autocannon. Mm-hmm. And what's the range of Gepard? I don't know. 4 kilometers. Okay, nice. I think it's the guided by radar, right? Air defense weapon, fast fire rate. It doesn't say anything. Air search radar. Okay. Fair enough. I think it is guided by the radar. I mean the weaponry. I guess so. I'm not entirely sure, but I think so. And additionally, we have one Stinger, and it's equipped with 6 rounds. Okay, lovely. And is that everything? Looks like yes. Then we have some reinforcements. Wrong button. Personnel and logistics, reinforcements and withdrawals. In about 15 minutes we will get engineers. Okay, and in about 20 minutes we will get ooh howitzers, and that's a veteran artillery company. And how many of them we have? We have six 155 millimeter towed artillery guns, FH-70. Okay, yeah, those are nice howitzers. Okay, cool. And that's a full company. Let's see. Sub-units, yeah. 6 of them. Beautiful. I would prefer to have more, but I don't mind. The problem is that standard towed howitzers are quite vulnerable to enemy counter-battery fire because you cannot quickly um, take them back, move them away from the last position. That's why self-propelled howitzers are more common nowadays because they are mobile and they are armored, so definitely better option. But hopefully they will not target my howitzers. They are very precious asset during that skirmish. Let's see its range. Yeah, it's around 25 kilometers. That's correct. And how many rounds we have? 24 rounds only. Well, it's always 24 rounds per each gun. So in total, it's around 144, if I calculate correctly. I think so. 24 times 6, it's 120 plus 4 times 6, it's 24. Yeah, it should be 144 rounds in total. Okay, yeah, this is nice, and they will be available in about 20 minutes. What else? We can check. Okay, we are starting at 8 a.m. Our command cycle now is 21 minutes. For Czechoslovakians, it's 24. We have a day, clear, beautiful sun on the sky. Yeah, this is perfect weather for the battle. I'm joking, but it is what it is. There is no information about the cloud sailing because there is no cloud sailing at all. You can see no clouds, only pure and clear sun. hmm So now we can jump to scenario information. We read that already. We have victory status and conditions. This is not something I'm much interested now. Probably I'm more interested in mission briefing, map overlay also, and intelligence. So quick look at the mission briefing. Situation. The Czechoslovakian advance continues slowly. It feels like they have been more concerned with symmetry than speed. During the night, lead elements of the 2nd MRD, which is Motorized Rifle Division, have reached the approaches to the Donau River. There remain one bridges across the Donau. The failed bridge demolition of the bridge to the east of Straubing near Stepantsposching has given the Czechoslovakians an opening. Where is that bridge? Stepantsposching. Oh, okay, it is here. That bridge, okay. We have a huge minefield along the road and we have a bridge. So the goal is to hold the position and to bring in engineers so we can demolish that that bridge if possible. I'm guessing that they will start very, very close to my deployment area. That's my guessing. Mission: block Czechoslovakian efforts to secure a bridgehead over the Donau River to the east of Staubing. East of Staubing, okay, here. Yeah, so we need to allocate some assets here. I don't know whether keeping my units across the river makes sense, and probably it wouldn't in terms of logistics. But the thing is that in that game, logistic is very much simplified, so I don't need to care about that too much. In real life scenario, it wouldn't be wouldn't be the case. I mean, the problem with logistics would be huge for those units. Absolutely. Well, they would probably run out of ammunition and they would need to retreat. The problem is that there is no retreat path for them. Maybe some artificial bridges here, if possible, or maybe using some simple boats. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but usually the heavy equipment should stay here because, as you can see, the bridge is broken. So there is no option to retreat with the heavy weaponry. Okay, so that's it. For the game itself, you can keep units here. It's not very realistic though, if I do so, because as I've said, the logistics. But yeah, I will decide whether to do it realistically or maybe to do it in a way that I can win the scenario. So we'll find out soon. Next, attachments and detachments, NIL. Have no clue what it means. Coordinating instructions, fire support, free battery from FR, the battalion 41, 41st is in direct support. Uh, hmm. Free battery from FR. Okay, they mean that battalion. Okay, it's not yet available. That's fine. And those are free batteries. Okay. Does it mean that the two howitzers are single battery? Maybe. No clue. And that's the map. And our main goal is to stop enemies here around the city. I cannot pronounce its name correctly, so okay, this is it. Map overlay. Situation looks like that. Sitrep engineering, air support, no cloud sailing, and of course airspace control, weak Warsaw Pact. Oh, that's a difference. Usually it's strong Warsaw Pact. Fair enough. Emitters, only our Gepard for now. Some diaries and mission capable sub units. Not really interested in that for now. So let's take a look at intelligence, and we have threat assessment here. Threat brief. The 10th MSP MRR. What's the motorized platoon? MRR from motorized rifle regiment, I guess. But MSP, have no clue what S stands for. Anyway, is leading the division advance and has two reinforced MRBs just to the east of the Donau River. Motorized rifle battalions, I guess. It is expected that they are going to try and quickly bounce the river at Stephan Sposching. They have the regimental artillery group RAG in support. Oh, okay, yeah, so I should expect heavy artillery fire. It is anticipated that they will have some aviation support as well, of course, like always. And they are pushing from Niederwinkling area. Okay, yeah, they will be very close. I'm pretty sure about that. So we will need to consolidate bulk of my defense around that area. We have to stop them. Wait for engineering assets. I don't know whether we can put a smoke cover here, but hopefully my engineers will be able to do the job under our fire support. Hopefully that's gonna work. That's the plan. I don't want to waste my artillery to put a smoke cover along the river bank, but maybe that's also an option to consider. So I have two plans for that for now, and we'll find out soon which way to go. So that's about it regarding threat assessment. Now we can take a look at the enemy sit rep, and now let's see. Intelligence summary of active enemy assets. Dear God. 10 to 20 reconnaissance subunits, 1 to 10 helicopter subunits, 20 to 30 tank subunits, which is around 2 or 3 companies. Lovely, that's a full battalion. I don't think that's gonna be a full battalion. Probably if it says 20 to 30 tank subunits, that's 2 companies of 13 tanks each. I think so, yeah. So we should expect two tank companies at least. 70 to 80 armored carrier subunits. Wow, huge. 50 to 60 infantry subunits. 1 to 10 self-prepared anti-tank subunits. 1 to 10 anti-tank subunits. 20 to 30 headquarters subunits. 1 to 10 air defense. 10 to 20 self-propelled artillery. Hmm. Self-propelled. Okay, those are mortars, I guess, or gwozdika or acacia, and 10 to 20 artillery. So those are probably D-30 howitzers, towed howitzers. Okay. And 10 to 20 utility vehicle and 1 to 10 depot subunits. Okay, yeah. Like always, they outnumber us heavily and also out firepower, if I can call it like that. Those are not good information. Yeah, they will be pushing really hard. And again, what's the main problem? The ammunition, like always. Okay, weather forecast. I don't care too much. And electronic warfare report. The current electronic warfare burden inflicted on friendly forces is medium. This will delay friendly orders transmission by 24%. There is no chance of HQ radio detection. You can see it's 0%. And the next order cycle will be increased approximately 40% from 15 to 21 minutes. And that's it regarding intelligence, threat assessment, units deployment, and so enemy units deployment, and so on. So yeah, the goal is to stop the enemies from pushing southwards from Niederwinkling area. We have to defend that bridge, and of course, if we get a chance, we need to blow up that bridge over here across the Donau River. Otherwise, we won't be able to stop enemies from pushing in. The bad news is that there's plenty of open fields, so we need to figure out where to place my units. We have a small ridge uh, along the Donau center, which is cool because it's nicely covered, nicely concealed. So probably I will group my anti-tank subunits and probably also some of my tank platoon elements over here to provide as much fire support as possible. We'll check, of course, line of sight tools to find out what's going on. And also we need to assign some troops to provide the screening east of Straubing over here because we have no idea where enemies will go. They may detach some elements to go west of Niederwinkling and attack from that side, build a bridge and cross the area here, and we won't have enough time to react accordingly. Hopefully we will find out as soon as possible where main blow is going to be targeted. I guess it will be here around Stephans-Hosting or whatever it is. But that's my guessing. I believe that most of those battle planning orders for the enemies are targeted at that area in the southeast. But Regarding SOPs and my unit's deployment, that's gonna be the next video. I hope you enjoyed today during that short introduction to the last small scenario, which is called Quietly Flows Donau, and hopefully see you in the next one. For today, thank you and goodbye.